Here's a video about Disney Nature's documentary on Earth, cleverly titled Earth. Why is this coming out in May rather than on Earth Day? Well, welcome to my world where I have been spending most of my time at work, hopping between other projects, and watching Endgame 4 times. Okay, maybe that last statement is my own personal fault, but go see Endgame and you'll understand why I couldn't stop watching it. Anyways, Movie Johnson requested this since it's actually the 10-year anniversary of the Disney Nature brand, which was an attempt to revitalize the True Life documentary series that Walt himself produced back in the golden years. It's pretty brave of Disney to do this, seeing that nature documentaries don't typically become the powerhouse brand like all the other entities that they owned at the time. But it was something that was being done just as Walt did, and it brought knowledge to the general audiences about our ever-endangered planet, typically having a release almost every year during Earth Day. Is it worth it? Well, seeing that this one made $100 million worldwide, I'd say of course. Then again, this wasn't even originally a Disney movie. It was actually made separately for Europe, and Disney got their hands on it after seeing the success of March of the Penguins. They were so jealous that the Penguin documentary got critical praise, a huge pile of cash, and an Oscar that they went and created an entire division based on its success. Plus, it helps that the extremely popular TV documentary series, Planet Earth, was only released a couple years earlier. In fact, this film is, from what I understand, completely comprised of footage from that TV show. As to if the other entries in the Disney Nature series are still utilizing the same footage, who knows. I tried to do the research, but there doesn't seem to be a big enough explanation. From what I gather, they get some new footage, but still rely on some of the Planet Earth stuff from time to time. When Disney's Earth came out, I figured it was a short version of the TV show, and I happened to be right. Even then, the US version is shorter than the British version, because I guess our country isn't patient enough, even with the voice of Patrick Stewart. In fact, his narration was removed in our country and replaced by everyone's favorite dead lion, James Earl Jones. He of course is a perfect choice for narrating a documentary. He can be stern and mystifying at times, but really bubble things up when levity is brought into the picture. What is this movie like as a whole? Well, just as all nature documentaries seem to be, it's interesting. I like being able to see stuff in the jungles and oceans and the tundra and the rainforest, things we'd never see in real life or in a zoo. You're always amazed by some of the footage that they get. They tend to hop things around a lot, sometimes establishing overlapping narratives, while other things are only brought up once. I've seen it done before, especially in these old school IMAX movies, and the spectacle is typically a slam dunk. These require patience and determination to film, so you always appreciate the craftsmanship of the final product. I'm also always intrigued by the competing emotions. Sometimes you're cheering for a predator who's about to get its prey, while at other times you're begging for the victim to run away in time. These documentaries are always an interesting experiment in perspective and framing. Based on how a subject is introduced or shot, they can become either the hero or the villain, and it's honestly a good guide for narrative features and constructing your protagonist and antagonist, and how you want them to be responded to. I like seeing the polar bears, I like seeing the ducks attempt to fly, I like the penguins. Other than that, this isn't any more special than what I've seen in the past, and honestly, I've seen some other Disney Nature productions. This was more of a greatest hits compilation, while the latter entries were more focused on one subject, and in turn, I think they're more compelling and interesting. I'd still recommend Earth for classrooms especially. It's a good environmental message that doesn't get slammed down your throat, and it has some breathtaking shots.